It's time for the Chris Wolf Show on WRFR and Channel 7 with great guests to wake up to and share a cup of coffee. It's news, weather, sports, and more. Get the information you're looking for. And now it's time to start the talk. The Chris Wolf Show.
And a good Friday morning to you. Oh, we made it to Friday once again. Nice weekend looking for you. Just a week away from Halloween, too. It's 8:03, and the Chris Wolf Show brought to you in part by PenBayPilot.com. Flagship Cinemas, and later on today we're going to do a quiz with the David Scott Norton. We're going to try to give away a pair of passes and a copy of his new CD, Honky Tonkin' in L.A., and that's Los Angeles, not Lewiston, Auburn. Let's just get it right. We've got some news, weather coming up for you. There's going to be a Lego shortage this Christmas. Oh, the scandals of it all. A number for the day, and of course, great music from David Scott Norton. Jeb Bush says that he finds the new Supergirl pretty hot. Wow. So I guess that means he's found his new running mate. The Pope's enemies at the Vatican were spreading rumors that the pontiff was suffering from a brain tumor. It all started when the Pope said that he thought that the new Supergirl was pretty hot. Weather for you today, it's going to be clear, a high of 49, 34 tonight. Partly cloudy Saturday, a high of 50, though, 42 at night, a little bit on the warmer side. Sunday, a chance of rain. 57 will be the high, 37 the low. And then Monday, Tuesday looks a little clear. It's going to be nice weather, 50 and 33, still a little bit on the chilly side. Extended forecast for Halloween. Looks like it's going to be a nice night for you. Very clear, lots of stars, a high of 48. 38 at night. 64 was the high, set in 2007. 21 the low, set in 1997. Mr. Sunset's on your parade at 5:39 tonight. Currently, it's 40 in Camden, Rockland, and Rockport. We'll read some news from Penn Bay Pilot, and then we'll get right to David Scott Norton. A Hope family and the community they are a big part of are all in mourning with the news that a man killed Tuesday on a drilling ship in the Gulf of Mexico was 34-year-old Sam Whiteley. Whiteley lived in Hope with his wife Stacy and their 3 children. Stacy's mother, June Brown, confirmed his death to PenBayPilot.com. She said that Stacy traveled to Louisiana on that morning to learn more information and that the family had not been given many details about what happened and how Sam died. The U.S. Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement said Tuesday it was responding to the report of a fatality on the drilling ship Pacific Santa Ana. The vessel was located in the Gulf of Mexico, approximately 200 miles south of Lake Charles, Louisiana, in 4,800 feet of water when the accident occurred. Applications to enter afloat in the annual Parade of Lights in downtown Rockland are now available. Families, neighborhood groups, businesses, and organizations wishing to enter afloat in the parade are encouraged to contact Rockland Main Street to obtain the application. Participation in the Parade of Lights requires an entry fee of $15 and insurance documentation for the organization and the vehicles in the parade. The Parade of Lights, of course, is an integral part of the annual Festival of Lights activities, which are produced by Rockland Main Street Incorporated during the Thanksgiving weekend. The Parade of Light is sponsored, by the way, by the First National Bank. It's your chance to end hunger, or take a good stab at it anyway. Tomorrow, Saturday, October the 24th, 9 in the morning until 11:30 in the morning, a walk to end hunger. It's going to help the AIO Food Pantry feed hungry families. You collect pledges. You walk 3 miles in Rockland with family, friends, and neighbors. And, of course, all those donations go directly to the AIO Food Pantry. Reasons for you to party today. It's Pharmacy Technician Day. It's TV Talk Show Host Day. Well, how about that? It's Boston Cream Pie Day as well. And your number for the day, 101 billion. 101 billion. That's the estimated number of people who have ever lived since the beginning, way back, 0. 101 billion. Now, we told you there might be a Lego shortage coming up this Christmas. It's not an awesome sight for parents waiting to buy their kids Legos this holiday season. The Danish toy maker said it might have trouble fulfilling orders coming in later this year. One reason for a possible Lego shortage is the new Star Wars film. Lego lovers who also love Star Wars are snatching up the kits based on the hugely popular film franchise. And also a new study refutes earlier ones, and it finds that crossing your legs isn't really bad for your health. It's David Scott Norton with us today, and we're going to get right to it. Guys, take it away. It's your show from here on out.
Here we go.
Goodbye, Joe. We gotta go, me oh my. We gotta go pull the beer down the bayou. Buying from the sweetest one, me oh my. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jasmine. The guitar, fill the jar and the ghetto. Son of a gun, we'll have some fun on the bayou. Thibodeau, Barton, the place is buzzing. Kinfolk come to see Bond by the dozen. Dressing style, go hog wild, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jasmine. The guitar, fill the jar and the gay-ho. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Pick it again, John. I'll settle down far from town and get me a P-road. And I'll catch all the fish in the bayou. Swap 'em under by bond, what you need, oh. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jasmine. The guitar, fill fruit jar and be gay-ho. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Jambalaya and a crawfish pie and a filet gumbo. 'Cause tonight I'm gonna see my Jasmine. The guitar, fill fruit jar and be gay-ho. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou. Son of a gun, we'll have big fun on the bayou.
Bravo. Bravo. Good way to start the show. Dave Scott Norton. And we're going to talk to him, going to talk about his CD coming up. Let's introduce the other members of the band. Over here on guitar and mandolin, it's Dave Ruiz. Said it correctly.
John.
Yes. John Ruiz. Oh, you're Dave. You're John. John Ruiz. And you're a Camden resident.
I am now, yeah.
Yeah, how about that? Good for you. We want to know more about that coming up in a minute. And we have the lovely Emily Randolph Epstein. And hello, Emily. Welcome back to the show. You might remember her as standing there playing bass with Miners Creek Bluegrass Band. So you're branching out.
Yes.
Yes.
A little bit.
Good to see you. Nice to have you back in the studio.
Thanks. Good to be back.
Dave, where are you from?
I'm originally from Bangor,
Yeah.
Herman, just outside of Bangor.
Yeah.
And,
And how long you been doing this writing, playing?
I don't write so much, but I've been playing probably about 10, 15 years.
No kidding.
Not too long.
Wow. And what took you all the way to Los Angeles?
Work.
Work.
Yeah. my
Funny how that works.
My day
isn't
job.
it?
Yeah.
And is that where you came up with the idea for Honky Tonkin' in L.A.?
It is.
Yeah.
I got out there with there's some good jams going on out there where they let anybody come up and play. And there's a house band.
Oh, nice.
And really great players, people who are not touring at the time or live in the area, and they back you up and they get to go and play your songs and
Oh, great.
like a professional.
Now, are we going to
nice.
hear anything from the CD here this morning?
You will. You hear one from the CD.
Great. And where do you go from here? Do you play? Tell us some of the places you play around the area.
Around the area, I've played not too much around here. Done Rock City Coffee, out to Andy's Brew Pub a few times.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Wine Growers down in Warren.
Yeah.
I go down there. And then I did Flavor Fair out. That's where I met these guys.
Uh-huh.
That was put on out at the Santa Main Cheese Factory. I think they're doing it again next August. So there was 5 or 6 bands out there all day, and then crafts and farmers market, and it was a good time.
Hey, you're from Bangor. What brought you down around this area?
Well, a friend of mine lived in Northport, and I was traveling around the country. I was living in Florida, and came back up here during the summertime, like in late August, and visited his place in Northport. He's like, yeah, I could do this.
Yeah,
So,
and where do you get your country roots? Where do they come from?
from my dad. My dad's from Georgia originally, and he was a musician his whole life, and he played all around with some great people down in Nashville and in Georgia and all around.
Yeah.
And so I grew up listening to him and listening to Hank Williams and George Jones and Johnny Cash.
Dwight Yoakam's birthday today.
Is it?
Yeah,
All right.
I think he's like either 70 or 67 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah, he's getting up
That's
there.
crazy.
Yeah. When is your birthday?
My birthday's in July.
July.
Yeah,
We want to make
July.
a note of that. When in July?
July 28th.
July 28th, okay. It's David Scott Norton's birthday on July 28th. We're going to have to remember that and make the big announcement with all the other country western greats. Let's play another song. When we come back, we're going to talk to John and Emily about what they've been up to.
Okay. Let's do Honky Tonk Blues. Okay. So here's another old Hank Williams song. Well, I left my home out on the road route. I told my pa I'm going stepping out and get the honky tonk blues. Honky tonk blues. Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky tonk blues. Well, I went to a dance and I wore out my shoes. Woke up this morning wishing I could lose the jumping honky tonk blues.
Honky tonk blue,
Honky tonk blues.
honky tonk blue.
Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky tonk blues. Well, I stopped into every place in town. City life has really gotten me down. I got the honky tonk blues.
Honky tonk blue,
The honky tonk blues.
honky tonk blue.
Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky tonk blues. I'm gonna tuck my worries underneath my arm. Scat right back to my pappy's farm. I lose the honky tonk blues. The honky tonk blues.
Honky tonk blue,
Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky tonk blues. Gonna get
back to my ma and pa. I know they're gonna lay down the law about the honky-tonk blues.
Honky-tonk blues.
The honky-tonk blues.
Honky-tonk blues.
Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues. Well, Lord, I've got 'em. I got the honky-tonk blues.
Excellent, excellent. You've got that very distinctive country western voice. You can get that in there, and that's what makes it very good. Good vocals. Have you had professional voice lessons, or you just sing?
I just sing. I had a little bit of help.
Yeah.
From a lady down in Orlando.
Yeah, you have good range. You have good sound, a very distinctive sounding voice. So that's what I guess that's what's part of makes it all work for you.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it does. You look a lot like a guy I knew. Way back when. I'm telling my age, but his name was Pat Myers. I worked with him, and he had that big goatee type of thing going, and he was very proud of it. And, nose and cheeks, you got the nose and cheeks of Pat Myers. So if you got any relations named Myers,
I'll look that up.
We might have to look that up. John.
Yes, sir.
And you said you're from Camden now.
Yeah.
Where were you from?
Well, I come from New York City, but I got here as fast as I could. I spent 5 years. I got up here 2002, but then I relocated to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina for 5 years. And if you can't get some country living in South Carolina,
yeah.
that doesn't come up past the Mason-Dixon line. So I go back down there every
You ever
February.
see John Cougar Mellencamp down there? He likes to hang out around Myrtle Beach.
Really?
Yeah,
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
No, I finally gave in and hooked up with some bluegrass players, great mandolinists.
Yeah,
And boy, these guys can pick.
yeah, yeah. And you play mandolin. You have a guitar in your hand right now.
Mandolin,
but,
guitar, yeah.
You also play mandolin too.
Yeah.
And how did you hook up with David Scott Norton here?
Well, I walked into the music store in Camden,
K2?
K2,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened. No, it was Manny's.
Manny's, yeah.
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 Matt, and he put out the word, and I said, that's what I want to do. I'll go down there.
Yeah.
So I went down and met David, and he let me plug in, and we just played together pretty good.
And it worked.
Yeah.
It worked.
I like David's formula. Like you said, straightforward country, good lyrics,
Great voice.
good twang.
Yeah, good twang to it. That's what you want. You want that
Yeah.
good twang to it.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to see if you're wearing boots, but
I used to.
you used to.
It's not a requirement.
Emily, I don't want to know if you have boots on.
She does have a
I do, they're not very Western.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my base has a boot.
Mean boots.
And Emily, how did you hook up with Deb? You said you guys played together at the festival.
Yeah, well, my band, Miners Creek, was putting together this kind of community festival celebration of local food and music and craft. And Matt Brown from Manny's got David on board, and he needed a bass player to back him up, and I was already going to be there. So.
Yeah. And the rest, they say, is history. Do either of these guys appear with you on your CD here, Funky Tonkin in L.A.? They don't. Okay. And you do most any of these original, or are they all Hank Williams? Let's see, Ted Russell, Hank Williams, Ted Russell, Hank Williams.
You're right. There's actually one's mislabeled as a Johnny Horton song on there. It's a Hank Williams song, and then two of them are from a writer out in L.A. that I met.
Oh, really? Nice.
Named Ted Russell Camp.
Yeah.
And so he's a bass player. And
good people.
Yeah.
Oh, great. How long were you actually in L.A.?
Only for about 9 or 10 months.
Really?
Yeah.
I lived in L.A. once. I stayed till the first earthquake.
Yeah. I have a funny earthquake story.
Yeah, go for it.
So when I was out there, I got some tattoo work done with a guy who's just a serious artist. He's down in Atlanta now, and we had an earthquake while I was
in
the chair with the needle in my arm.
Oh.
And this guy was just steady, and his name was Rex Holloway, and he never moved. The whole place just emptied out, people running, and he just stayed right there. And and that was it.
Now, does it look like a big,
No,
big
it's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's perfect, yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for him. What was his name again?
Rex Holloway.
Rex
He's
Holloway.
down in Atlanta.
If you ever need a tattoo in an earthquake, he's the guy to see. Wow. Where do you get your inspiration for songs, on songs that you do write yourself?
Well, like I said, I'm not a huge songwriter. I really don't write many at all. I take other people's songs and give my own interpretation to them.
Yeah.
But like the one we're gonna do next is one my dad started writing back in the '60s, and he wrote most of it. And I had one recording. My brother found one recording from like 1967 on a reel-to-reel tape with my dad singing and my brother Lester, who's also a musician, and he was singing like a call and response to it.
Yeah.
And so that's been sitting there, and so we kind of worked on it, and got together with a friend in Asheville, North Carolina, and he gave me some tips on how to arrange it, and so that's what we're going to do next.
Well, let's get right to it. I'm always ready for another song here. This is what it's about. We're going to try to get in as many songs as possible. It's 8:23. This is David Scott Norton on WRFR and Channel 7.
Okay. So this is called Love's Precious Flame. Love's precious flame must keep on burning, burn oh so bright, each day and night. Give her all the love you can. Love's precious flame, flame, flame that you hold in your hand. Love's precious flame that you hold in your hand. Give her all the love you can. Don't let her break your heart in two. Never let her say she's tired of you. Love's not a game. Don't be a fool. Do all you can to help it through. Give her all the love you can. Love's precious flame, flame, flame that you hold in your hand. Love's precious flame that you hold in your hand. Give her all the love you can. Don't let her break your heart in two. Never let her say she's tired of you. Forget the past, the lonely nights. She's back in your arms, so hold her tight. Give her all the love you can. Love's precious flame, flame, flame that you hold in your hand. Love's precious flame that you hold in your hand. Give her all the love you can. Don't let her break your heart in two. Never let
just a flame that you hold in your hand. Give her all the love you can. Don't let her break your heart in two. Never let her say she's tired of you. Never let her say she's tired of you.
Nice, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's a brand new song from 1967.
We have gone back to the future. David Scott Norton, Emily Randolph, Epstein, and John Ruiz here joining David. David, you're available online, davidscottnorton.com. People can also pick up your music on iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby. Can we get the CDs at Manny's?
Yes.
Are they available? There's some at Manny's, some at K2 Music. Okay. All right, great. And you're also going to do Honky Tonkin' in Acadia?
Yeah, so this is a series.
Yeah. And then it says you're going to do Honky Tonkin' in Nashville, Tennessee?
Right.
Which is going to come first?
Acadia.
Acadia will?
Yeah.
And you're going to head up to what, Bar Harbor?
Well, when I say Acadia, it's pretty much the whole
area.
The whole area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you going to be looking for music for that one?
It's kind of the same thing. It's just going to be honky-tonk music. So, a couple cover songs and then a couple original songs from local writers.
Nice.
And I might include one of my dad's.
Oh, you should. Yeah, by all means.
Yeah.
Now, you said one of your dads. How many does your dad have that you do?
He's I don't do just a couple of them that I do.
Just a couple of them.
Yeah.
Excellent. So. And when people book you for a show, are they particularly looking for this genre of music, or do they need a band and you are available?
I think that's
not a fair question. It doesn't put you in a great light there, but I mean, I apologize, but
I think they need a band.
They need a band here,
and that works.
You probably don't get a lot of weddings or bar mitzvahs.
No.
But you'd make great Saturday night party for somebody.
Right. That's kind of what I like to do. Just go and a place and have fun.
Yeah.
And play music that people know.
Yeah.
And hope the crowd stays.
And a lot of times when you do this, do these guys join you? Do you do it solo?
So I'm.
You have a drummer? Is there a drummer?
If the venue is big enough, I'll have a drummer. So that's kind of what I do. Is I go around from place to place around the country.
Yeah.
And I just handpick people. I get hired guns. These guys are hired guns.
Hired guns.
And
he offered you $10 to be on the Chris Wolf Show.
That's right. And donuts.
I
got munchkins.
You
and
wanted
coffee.
more, but he said that's Chris Wolf Show. That's all it's worth.
He said he wanted cream and sugar, and I said you can have cream. Bring your own sugar.
But you did get your choice of donuts, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
How far are you willing to travel to perform?
I pretty much go
LA.
anywhere. Yeah, LA, anywhere.
Yeah.
Usually my performances are wherever I'm working. So I have, my normal job, which causes me to travel a lot.
Good.
And that's where I play the most is when I go onto a project, at nighttime, you can go back to the hotel or you can go out and play music.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do. I go and play music.
Nice.
And, meet the local artists and
nice.
Try to have a good time.
And of course, Nashville, Tennessee, considered the country western capital of the world.
Right.
And you're looking forward to going there.
I just came
Have
back.
you been there? You just came back.
I just came
Nice.
back from
Tell
there
us about that.
from a trip
Yeah.
to the Americana Music Festival, and which was great. If you check that out, the Americana Music Awards show I went to, they had workshops all day long, and then all night long they had acts going on at different venues. It was great. And then I had 2 shows down there. One was kind of at a brewery, and it was kind of low key, just a trio like this. And then I had a full show on a Friday night, and it's one of those. I had a drummer, I had a harmonica player, everybody.
You had a full set, yeah.
And put together some people I knew from LA and some from North Carolina, and just arranged the night. And so it was kind of like it was just a good time. And I kind of gauge it by the people who were there when we showed up, stayed, and the people who came while we were playing, they stayed.
Now, do you record every show? Do you're looking for that sound, that one song that comes across great?
I do. I was advised to record everything.
Everything
you do, and so I've got my iPhone on a stand, and I live stream it or record it, because there may be that 15, 30-second gem in there of just it's like, wow.
Or something you say off key or something that's going to inspire you to write the next great, country western song.
And it's like in sports when they review the tapes the next day. I do a lot of reviewing of the tapes and that's just I gotta fix that.
I know, I record my shows, trust me. I know where you're coming from. Well, let's do another song. This is about you, this is about the band. It's 8:33, and one more song from David Scott Norton, and we're just getting started.
All right, so this one's on the CD.
Yeah, get up and dance, it's okay, you guys. Dance in the shower, you can sing in the shower to this stuff, whatever you're doing, driving to work, in the shower. It's an extra $50 though if we need to sing to you in the shower, so it's all right.
Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else stood by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. A picture from the past came slowly stealing as I brushed your arm and walked so close to you. Suddenly I got that old time feeling. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. It's hard to know another's lips will kiss you and hold you just the way I used to do. Oh, heaven only knows how much I miss you. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. No, I can't help it if I'm still in love with you.
What's no, thank you. David Scott Norton and John Ruiz, Emily Randolph Epstein. What's a formula when you write a country western song? What's a formula that you like to use? I know you think about country western songs and you think, pickup trucks, prison, heartbreak, drinking, mama, things like that. Is there a formula that you use?
Well, I think the true formula for country music is that it's roots based. It's simple.
Yeah.
The music behind it is a simple progression.
Yeah.
That anybody can come and play. It's not complicated. It's not fancy. And the topics have to be real.
Yeah.
And so country music, originally from the South.
Yeah.
And in a time, there's a lot of heartbreak going on.
Yeah, a lot of heartbreak going on. I've got a couple of titles of country western songs I was thinking about, and maybe you can take them and turn them into a song. You slammed the lid on our love and flushed my heart right down the drain.
I think Johnny Cash.
It's got anything?
I think Johnny Cash already.
He did.
Yeah.
Did Johnny Cash did that?
There's a Johnny Cash song. It's called "Flushed from the Bathroom of My Heart." Or
Oh, really?
Look that one up.
How about I'd get drunk and write you a love song, but they don't make beer that cheap.
Well, that is a good one. Yeah. I'll work on that.
Thank you. You don't have to give me credit. I want you to take all the credit for it. I don't want them to know I came up with it. We still got passes to give away to the Flagship Cinema. We got a lot of honky tonkin' CDs here to give away. Honky tonkin' in LA, give me a call. 593-0013, 593-0013. And we'll give you a copy of Honky Tonkin' in LA from David Scott Norton. So that's all you got to do. 593-0013, 207-593-0013, and we'll get a copy of it off into the mail to you. Coming up, we're going to do a quiz. And if these guys get all the questions to the quiz right, then we're going to give away a pair of passes to the Flagship Cinema. Now, we're going to try this. I'm not sure if... hello. Hello. WRFR. Hello. And they hung up. I guess they don't want to be on the air. But that's okay. If we won't put you up on the air next time. So 207-593-0013, give me a call, and we'll send you a CD, Honky Tonkin' in LA by David Scott Norton. You guys want to play another song? You got more in your resume?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's hear some of the repertoire, man. This is like audition for everything. Oh, and he's got the mandolin out. John has the mandolin out. So, oh, that's a nice looking mandolin, by the way.
Yeah. Comes from Galax, Virginia.
Galax, Virginia. Cool. 593-0013. Give me a call. We'll give you a Honky Tonkin' CD.
This is authentic.
839.
So we're going to do a bluegrass song.
Okay.
Since we have a bluegrass player here, two great bluegrass players. My CDs, my Honky Tonkin' CDs, I like to do a little flavor of the area. And the flavor, I think, in Acadia, there's a lot of bluegrass going on.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So here's one. Hold on. Sorry about that.
Wrong key.
That's the wrong
All
key.
right, give me a name, sir.
There we
Better,
go.
right? Everything, edit that out. A miner was leaving his home for work when he heard his little child scream. He went to the side of that little child's bed. Oh, Daddy, I had such a dream. Oh, Daddy, don't go to the mine today, for dreams they so often come true. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. Sure as the bright sun does shine, that something is going to happen today. Dear Daddy, don't go to the mine. Oh, Daddy, don't go to the mine today, for dreams they so often come true. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. Was all blazing with fire. The workers all fought for their lives. Just then the scene switched to the mouth of the mine. It was covered with sweethearts and wives. Oh, Daddy, don't go to the mine today, for dreams they so often come true. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. That again.
promise so often come true. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you. Oh, Daddy, dear Daddy, please don't go away. I never could live without you.
Bravo, bravo. David Scott Norton and Daddy Don't Go to the Mine. That song reminded me, remember on the Beverly Hillbillies when Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs would play and Granny and Jed would be out there dancing along. It would have been a perfect song for Granny to get out there and dance to. Congratulations, Eugene Wiggin from Owl's Head. He picks up a free CD. And it just because the line's busy doesn't mean you shouldn't call back, because I have a number of these CDs to give away, and we're happy to give one to you. So 593-0013, 593-0013 if you want to pick up one. Did somebody come in to get a CD? I just heard the door open out there. Or they're from the fun police. You're having too much fun. By the way, you can drop off a Lobster Boy here at the studios, too, at 20 Gay Street, and I'll see to it that they get it for the lobster trap tree. Hi, WRFR. Hi. Who is it? Hi, Doug. How are you? Good. Can I put you up on the air?
Yeah, sure. Well, I can kind of hear myself anyway.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, Doug. And you want to pick up a CD?
Yeah, sure. I can come by. I'm right up the street.
Yeah.
Also, I got a little bit of a bone to pick. I didn't get two movie passes I didn't get 2 weeks ago. I called in. They never came in the mail.
Doug?
Yeah.
They didn't? I put them in the mail to you.
Really?
Yeah. And you and a guy from Rockport both. But here, we'll take care of that when you come in. No problem.
All right. I'll see you later. Thank
you
so much.
Take care. Stop in. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.
And that's Doug Snyder, who had a bone to pick with me. Of all the calls you put up on the air, it's somebody that's pissed off. So he's going to stop in and pick up his CD, and then you can call too. We've got more CDs to give away. Eugene Wiggin, Doug Snyder was just one of the winners. And he said he didn't get the passes. I put the passes in the mail to Doug Snyder. And we're going to give away another pair of passes here to the Flagship Cinema. And we have a quiz. We're going to give you guys a quiz, and if you get all the questions right on the quiz, then the person that calls in will be able to, or if you want to play the game along with us, 593-0013, and you can take the quiz, you can be the backup person, and you'll pick up a pair of passes to the Flagship Cinema. Do you guys go to many movies?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You do. What's the most recent movie you saw?
I just went to see Sicario the other week. Yeah.
Was it good?
It was really intense.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Has anybody seen The Martian?
Yep.
Yeah. Black Mass?
Nope.
No? Okay. I'm waiting for you to reach there.
I go to a lot of movies, but not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm busy.
Do you like 3D movies?
Only if the 3D's not too in your face. Like if it helps with the atmosphere, then I like it. But it hurts my eyes.
Really?
So, yeah.
The first 3D movie I ever saw was Andy Warhol's Frankenstein. And, and he's got the spears coming out, and it was really wild. So here's the quiz. I'm going to give you a corporation name, and you're going to tell me something that you can do with that corporation. So let's start with Dell. Dell Computers. Tell me something you can do with a Dell computer.
Play games.
Play games. There you go.
Minesweeper.
Word. Yeah, send an email. Yeah, it's that easy. General Motors. What are you going to do with General Motors?
Drive.
Yeah.
Drive. See the USA.
Listen to the radio.
Chevrolet. Listen to the radio.
Listen to WRFR.
RFR in your General Motors car. Barnes & Noble. What are you going to do at Barnes & Noble?
Drink
visit
coffee.
my sister-in-law.
Drink coffee. Do what?
I'm going to visit my sister-in-law in Orlando. She works at Barnes & Noble.
I'm going to censor what I'm going to say.
I spend hours at a time in Barnes & Noble. I'll sit on the floor and kind of take books off and have my piles.
Do you ever buy a book at Barnes & Noble? Yeah.
Too many. That's why I don't go very often.
Sherman-Williams. What are we going to do with Sherman-Williams?
We're going to paint the house.
You're going to paint the house. I need to paint the studio. Maytag.
Wash clothes.
You're going to be lonely. Nothing is as lonely as a Maytag repairman. And how about Subway? What are you going to do with Subway?
Well, they say eat fresh.
Yeah.
Eat fresh, $5 footlong. Say it somewhere. You got them all. You got them all right. You got them all right. So 593-0013. They have won you a pair of passes to the flagship cinemas, and I got the passes right here. You guys see them?
I see.
Okay, all right. And I don't know what happened to Doug Snyder's. We're going to figure that out though when he gets here. 593-0013 will give you a pair of passes and a CD to the flagship cinemas. So give us a call, and you guys want to play another song? We've got time. We've got 10 more minutes.
All right. Let's do Give My Love to Rose.
Okie dokie.
It's a Johnny Cash song. I found him by the railroad track this morning. I could see that he was nearly dead. I knelt down beside him and I listened to hear the words the dying fella said. He said they let me out of prison down in Frisco. For 10 long years I've paid for what I've done. I was trying to get back to Louisiana, see my Rose, get to know my son. Give my love to Rose, please won't you, mister? Take her all my money, tell her buy some pretty clothes. Tell my boy that Daddy's so proud of him. And don't forget to give my love to Rose. Play, John. Tell him I said thanks for waiting for me. Tell my boy to help his mom at home. Tell my Rose to try to find another, 'cause it ain't right, she should live alone. Mister, here's the bag with all my money. It won't last them long the way it goes. God bless you for finding me this morning. Now don't forget to give my love to Rose. Give my love to Rose, please won't you, mister? Take her all my money, tell her buy some pretty clothes. Tell my boy that Daddy's so proud of him. And don't forget to give my love to Rose. Give my love to Rose, please won't you, mister? Take her all my money, tell her buy some pretty clothes. Tell my boy that Daddy's so proud of him. And
Johnny Cash. You have founded the Acadian Music Group.
Yes.
That's correct? Tell us what the Acadian Music Group is all about.
So the Acadian Music Group is basically the company to front the label for honky tonk in LA, and I may get to other types of genres. Maybe a rockabilly in Kentucky, or who knows what I'll do.
Yeah.
But it's a vehicle to produce the recordings and have shows and take care of the business.
Is there a need to keep this kind of music alive? Is it waning? Is it it's good for people like you to come around and
I think
these
it is.
songs
I think old time honky tonk, real country music.
Right.
You talked about country music having trucks and beer and prison and all that stuff, which is true. That's what it's going to have. But just because a song says prison or talks about a truck doesn't make it a country song.
That's true.
So you see a lot of that going on now. Still music that people like, but it's not.
But it's not that old time. Yeah, Hank Williams. Whenever I think of old country music, I think Hank Williams and of course Johnny Cash, and people like that. So. Dwight Yoakam, he's not actually that old, but he's been around a while.
He's been around a while.
He's
got
been
some
around
great
a
stuff,
while.
and he's actually out last year. I think teamed up with
George Jones,
with some of the new country artists. Trying to bring the old country into the new crowd.
Yeah,
and doing a lot of tours.
Yeah, and you find yourself now. I looked on. I Googled you, and I got all these images. And it's fun. See you without a beard, see you with a mustache, see you with a scruffy little beard. See, you've gone through some facial changes, man.
I do, yeah. I just, whichever way the wind blows.
Yeah. But this one works.
This one works. It's not a lot of maintenance. So,
Yeah. I like my beard sometimes. Sometimes I don't. I'll shave it off once in a while. So. Yeah. You have to every once in a while.
I shave mine off. Like I said, I travel a lot.
Yeah.
And, I'll go someplace and I'll travel all night and get a couple hours of sleep and get up and go to work. And that's usually when I end up shaving my beard at 4 o'clock in the morning, trying to catch a flight or whatever. And it's like, oops, let me fix it over here. Oops, let me fix it. All right, it's done. They're not conscious decisions.
Emily, what's coming up for Miners Creek? Let's give you a shameless plug while you're here, since you're helping Dave out.
We've got a Halloween party that we're throwing on Halloween, because Halloween's a Saturday this year, so next Saturday. And Halloween also happens to be the band birthday, so it's going to be more of a community event at Barn Swallow Books in Rockport, which is the bookstore across from the Rockport Public Library.
Yes.
Yeah. And Teresa and Linda over there kind of approached us about doing just a Halloween event for the community. And so there'll be cake and music, and there'll be a storyteller there too, and that's at 5 o'clock on Saturday.
How do you stay
the 31st.
so young looking? You look really good for 63.
It's time travel.
It's time travel. Back to the future. One more time. Guys, we have roughly 3 minutes left. I'd love to end with a song. What can you do for us?
Let's do The Way Love Burns. It's off the CD.
Okay.
I don't play this one very often.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna try it.
Okay, let's do it.
Ready? I can't hear a thing except the sound of the rain beating like a lonely heart. I can't understand how time and again I let you tear me apart. You know how you had a hold on me, it's a thing I'll never explain. I guess when you love a woman like you, it's bound to drive a man insane.
past the point of no return. I can't take the blinding flame of love or the heat from the way that it burns. Always thinking about you's driving me mad. Your memories burning my mind. And this whiskey I drank don't help me forget the heartache that you left behind. A little bit more and I'll be over the edge, past the point of no return. Can't take the blinding flame of love or the heat from the way that it burns.
Bravo. David Scott Norton, thank you. Thank you for being part of the show today. John, thank you for
Thank you
coming
so
in.
much.
Emily, always a pleasure.
Good to see
Sorry
you again.
about the age joke. Y'all have a safe, happy weekend, and don't drink and drive. Our guest on Monday is going to be Rockport author Frank Burnett, and we'll talk about careers with him. The Chris Wolf Show, we'd like to thank Brooks Trap Mill, Cafe Miranda, Camden Conference, Camden National Bank, PenBayPilot.com, Flagship Cinemas, and, of course, MainCoast.tv, Channel 7. Have a great one. Have a safe one. See you Monday morning. Bye-bye.